belated welcome to Hobbs Lane for this midweek 11 game, midweek league fixture. Barrow Gurney playing Backwell, Flax, Bourton. I hope you've been enjoying the commentary-free coverage up until now. Barrow Gurney won the toss, put Backwell, Flax, Bourton into bat. The score's 55-1. Ed Holdaway took the early wicket, that of Mohammed. Sam Flowers on 25. Tom Phillips on 6. Ed Holdaway bowling from the Rod's viewpoint end. And this all-important fixture for Barrow Gurney. That's flashed away for 4 down to the equipment shed. Barrow 1 short in the field. No run there. Cam Hunter in quickly. So this midweek league fixture is the final fixture of the season. Barrow Gurney are joint top of their division with Stoke Bishop, who are also playing tonight. They're a long way behind on net run rate, which is what it comes down to if it's two teams are level. That's been smashed away for 4. So it's a long shot that Barrow will win the division and get promoted, but all things are possible. Although it's going to be very difficult with only 10 men. I don't know whether Paul Guard's got held up at work or something, but he's not here. It's nicely hit. One bounce to Mark Fisher on the long on boundary. Well, that's nicely guided down to third man. They're going to come back for a quick second. Ed Holdaway down there. They made it comfortably. Well, so far there's no news as to whether Stoke Bishop are playing tonight or not. The fixture was scheduled to take place tonight against Whitchurch, but there's nothing showing on the live score. 65 for 1 here off 8. Flowers now on 33. Mark Fisher's got his cap off. It looks like he's going to have a bowl. So Ed Holdaway's bowling figures: 4 overs, 1 for 21. 1 for 23, sorry. Kieran Owen's been a bit expensive, 4 overs for 41. Quick single, Johnny Sykes. Tested that injured shoulder. Mark Fisher, who's been Barrow's top wicket taker this season in all cricket, hits the pad, no run. It's a cloudy, overcast evening. Still quite bright at the moment, but my prophet of doom behind me, our producer Josh Hall, tells me that it's going to rain in 30 minutes. Who needs a rain radar when you've got a Josh? Oh, that's flicked away nicely. It's going to be 2 bounces, 3 bounces into the fence there. Burnley did well. Were they pleased with it? They wanted to play again. I know they do. That's a lovely shot. Nice straight drive. $74 for 1. Oh, that's a nice shot too. A one-handed cover drive, but Connor Jones is on the deep extra cover boundary. So for Mark Fisher, we've got his brother Guy at orthodox mid-off. We've got Connor Jones on the deep extra cover boundary. Johnny Sykes at an orthodox extra cover. Kieran Owen at point. A man under the tree, out third man, who I can't actually see in the gloom down there. Ah, it's Phil the Power Taylor. It's a single. A long on. And a square leg. And a missing fielder, of course. Which isn't going to help Barrow in the long run. 76 for 1, 9 gone. A belated start to commentary, because I've been umpiring Somerset under 15 girls playing down at Queen's College, Taunton. 4 teams playing. It was Cornwall, Wales, Somerset and Gloucestershire. So Barrow's Saturday skipper is now going to turn his arm over at the Buckham Village end, Connor Jones. I'm rather liking Backwell Flax's kit. They didn't play in this kit when we played them at their place, did they? I don't remember it. That's going to be 2. Fielded by Kieran Owen on the point boundary. Poor old Phil Taylor's now gone from one end of the field to the other. He's gone from under his nice position under the tree by the equipment shed. He's now down by the telegraph pole. Has he got all of that? Yes, he has. Guy Fisher jumped up as if to head the ball over, but it was well out of his reach. And that's gone through just about where the stile is. So he's heading off to look for that in the field. Meanwhile, Kieran Owen takes a rest and has a sit down at deep point. I think the ball has been retrieved. $84 for 1. Flowers are 43. Phillips on 17. It's looking like Barrow are going to be facing quite a big score here. Quick scoring ground, of course. Small ground, particularly straight. Oh, he's hit through that well. Sam Mitchell's full length dive, but no chance. That's gone for 4. Done again by the equipment shed. That's the 50 partnership between these two. 30 balls, 18 minutes. Flowers made 33 of them. And we're looking for a spare ball, I think. Ball retrieved. Connor Jones again. Oh, he said that straight to Mark Fisher. He picked him out with absolute precision there. Straight to Mark Fisher, who didn't have to move a muscle. Straight into his hands. Well, would you believe it? Certainly I don't think Sam Flowers can. Well, he's 3 shy of his 50, but he was playing very nicely. He comes off looking very disappointed, but played very well. Mark Fitzgibbons, the new player, former skipper of Backwell Flax, I think. So Connor Jones's first wicket, 88 for 2 now. Been an eventful over, so I'm quite not surprised that the umpires are unsure as to how many there are to come. It's been a 6 or 4 a wicket. Plenty of drama. Oh, he's off the mark with a single. Cam Hunter in, making sure there's no more. Well, those listening to the effects microphone, we've all got the square leg umpires' passwords now, so we should be able to do rather well out of that. That's been chopped down, fill the power table, not able to get a boot on that, and it's gone for 4. Right, for those who any doubt as to what the passwords are, I think he's going to repeat them because the Backwell Flax scorer is trying to access the iPad to score the innings. We've got our own scorer here. Debbie Forge is here with computer and the usual ever-present dogs, Juno and Eli, my producer Josh Hall, all huddled here in the commentary box. So Mark Fisher will now continue, and he's going to bowl to the new batsman, Mark Fitzgibbon. So he's got white pads, and Phillips has got cladded pads. Well bowled. So in one of my overs today, umpiring down at Taunton, I had 3 different types of no ball in one over. That was quite unusual. A back foot, a front foot, and an above waist high no ball. Certainly don't want any repeat of that here. Well, Phil Taylor's managed to avoid doing the full length of the pitch this time. He's stationed himself at point. Johnny Sykes got a hand on that, just a single. So Barrow with a few players away tonight for this last midweek league fixture. Johnny Sykes in the action again. He picks that up. Oh, throws at the stumps. No run there either. It's been a good over this. Johnny Sykes is limbering up. $95 for 2 off 11. That's in the air, but it's cleared everybody and it's gone to 4 to mid-wicket. An awful lot of cars in the car park this evening. We must have a few spectators braving the elements. Oh, that's edged. And, skipper Ben Hodges is not able to hold on to that. It was a little way wide of him and he dived, but I think he would normally have expected to have caught that. Be disappointed. That's down the leg side, wide. $100 up in the 12th over, 41 minutes. That's Sam Mitchell's behind that. Oh, that nearly span away from him. He did very well in the end to stop that going for 4. He fell forward and it bounced a little bit unexpectedly away from him, and he had to put a hand back and stop that. It's a single. That's in the air. Ed Holdaway. Oh, yes. Brilliant one-handed catch. Our scorer getting a little bit carried away at that. So calm down, dear. It was a really excellent catch. For a minute he looked as if he might get to it, and then for another minute he looked as if he wasn't going to get to it, as he was backpedaling, and he stuck up a hopeful hand as he fell backwards, and the ball lodged itself in it, and well. So that was Mark Fitzgibbon who was out there for 2. A brilliant catch by Ed Holdaway. Bit of good fortune there. Connor Jones deserved that after the drop catch earlier in the over. New batsman is Sam Williams. And it's 101 for 3. Connor Jones 2 for 23 now. Should have been 3. That was nicely flicked away, but only going to be a single. Short fine leg. Cam Hunter. A bit wide. Yes, indeed, it is a wide. There's quite a strong breeze blowing here at Hobbs Lane, which hopefully will keep all these clouds moving. These clouds which we're told are going to deposit large quantities of rain over the ground in a few minutes' time. Nice cut shot. Oh, that's gone through, Ed Holdaway. So, I think it's been stopped from going for 4 by a brilliant bit of work by Kieran Owen. So having caught that catch absolutely brilliantly, he let that ball go through him there, Ed Holdaway, but only 2. Sam Williams just taking guard. There's Mark Fisher, Ron's viewpoint end. His third over. Oh, that's well bowled. That come off the pad? Maybe got a little bit of bat on it. No signal, so must do a little bit of bat on that. Certainly wasn't very comfortable. Bit of encouragement given by brother Guy. Oh, that's short and pulled away. One bounce for 4. Got a flock of birds flying over the field. There's been a lot of cutting going on in the fields the last couple of days, so there's probably some good pickings for the bird life of Barrow Gurney. Plenty of tasty morsels and insects and worms to feed on. And there's a real flock over at the Backwell village end. Last night we had the balloons up, and during training they were flying over this way. It was very nice. Bristol Balloon Fiesta is only in a couple of weeks' time. No run there. Well stopped by Johnny Sykes. You just want to check. Taylor. Is the sound going out or not? You think so? Seem to have had a little bit of a problem with picture there, but that was a single. Well, that's down the leg side. There'll be a quick single off the bat. So Phil the Power Taylor here with his left arm mixture of cutting balls and spinning balls and swinging balls. You never quite know what he's going to bowl. Primarily bowls cutters. Down to long off, Johnny Sykes. The scoring rate has slowed a little bit. Still 8.4, but down a little. It was touching 9 over 2 ago. A curious little shot. Oh, direct hit, but well home. Was quick work in the covers there by Mark Fisher. Oh, that's 4 runs. That was too short. And knocked away for 4. Spoilt a rather decent over, that. I think Phil Taylor's going to retire down to his tree at third man. I think actually he's I'm afraid I'd rather not mention what Phil the Power is now doing at the Butcombe Village end. Look away now, viewers. Look away now, please. He's just watering the crops at the far end. On camera, yes. Yes, indeed. But I apologise for any offence caused to anyone. Well, we've seen it all at Hobbs Lane this season, but I think that really does probably is a bit of a champagne moment. That's what happens if you drink all that tea, Phil. It's anyway, Guy Fisher with the leg spin from the Rod's viewpoint end. Oh, that was short, but it kept low. Got a single. Nicely played, but Phil Taylor stops that nonchalantly. Shut up, Josh. He's suggesting we might need some hand sanitizer for the ball. We're going back to the COVID years. But, so Guy Fisher. Nicely played. That's going to be well stopped in the end. Big Sam Mitchell down there on the deep mid-wicket boundary by the car park. 2 runs. And that's just running out to mid-wicket. Just as well we've got a pink ball in this sort of gloomy atmosphere, it would be quite difficult to see the red one. There's no sign of your rain, Josh. Where's that gone? What's your radar showing now? Short. Oh dear. Phil Taylor's done the splits and not stopped the ball in doing so, and it's run away for 4. I hope he's not done himself a mischief there. Oh, he's up. He's up on his feet. All right. 7 minutes. The rain is imminent. Well, how long is it since you said it was 30 minutes and it hasn't arrived yet? Umpire change here. Mark Fitzgibbon coming on to... oh, no, he's not coming on to take over. He's coming on to direct Sam Flower's attention to something or other. Not quite sure what. Phil Taylor, suitably relieved, is now ready to bowl another over. Oh, that's a nice shot. I don't think Johnny Sykes is going to go. He's sliding tackle, but it's gone for 4. That's another nice shot. That comfortably cleared extra cover. Scoring rate's back up to nearly 9 now. This is a 16th over. Quick, a wide, 2 wides. Ben Hodges went to catch that and is lying on the floor as if that was a drop catch, but I'm not really sure it did come off anything. The bowler didn't seem particularly alarmed or interested. There's another nice shot. Kieran Owen can't get round to that. It's another boundary. $143 for 3 off 15.4 overs. Cleared his leg, but didn't get all of that. It's gone straight to Sam Mitchell at long on. Tidies up. Oh, that's gone for 6. Oh, it bounced on top of the sight screen bar there. Oh, we've got a pitch invasion here. We've got, is that Cooper the dog? No. Oh. Oh, it's Bruno. It's Bruno the dog. And he's gone down to see his dad and congratulate him for that lovely one-handed catch earlier. And off he comes, tail in the air, looking very happy. Well, that didn't really delay play because we were looking for the ball. That Phil Taylor over was rather expensive in the end. 21 off it. And that's gone for 4, chopped away nicely off Guy Fisher. Well, I fear this total is getting probably beyond the range of a weakened Barrow Gurney team. But you never know. Only takes one player to get in and make a big score. There's no Jason Cryans for this game. No Noah Cooper, both of whom batted well in the return fixture at Backwell Flax, and which Barrow won not comfortably, but they won with a few balls to spare. Oh, he likes that shot. Just a single. Phil Taylor's always in the action. He can't keep him out of the action. I think he'd probably rather be. He wishes he wasn't. That's a nice shot. Colin Jones on the deep cover boundary. Only going to be 1 to him. Very good fielder. Just single there. Still no sign of that rain. Though it is getting a little darker. Not too appreciably. Right, that's gone straight up in the air. That's gone either a long way. It has gone a long way. And it's gone into the opening to the car park entrance. Managed to miss the hedge and all the cars, fortunately. And 6 runs. Oh, that turned and bounced. Discomforted Phillips for a moment. He's fairly quickly gone on to 62. Sam Williamson, 24. 17 gone, 164 for 3. So, Phil the Power has vacated the bowling position. Connor Jones coming back. His third over. He had 2 for 27 earlier. Oh, he's just lobbed that back over the bowler's head. I'm not sure that's what he intended, but it's effective for a single. The wind's really getting quite strong here now. That's swing and a miss, hit him on the pad. There's a leg by signal. Oh, straight to the man at extra cover. That's Mark Fisher again. He seems to be a habit of being in the right place at the right time. So that's twice now that in the ring that the ball's picked out Mark Fisher unerringly, isn't it, to move a muscle, and that in a way was a slightly tougher catch because I don't think that ball was timed. Sean Todd, the new batsman. So 3 wickets now for Connor Jones. 3 for 28. Oh, well fielded off his own bowling. Nice shot. Oh, the big boot of Phil Taylor stopped that from running away to the boundary. Ed Holdaway in off the boundary there to keep it to a single. 169 for 4. Only 5 off that last over from Connor Jones. And a very important wicket. Mark Fisher to finish up at the Rod's Viewpoint end. Oh, he tries to ramp him, but without success. It's going to be a single. A flock of birds is swarming again over at the Buckham Village end. Look at them all sat on the telephone wire. Hundreds of them. Oh, that's a beautiful hit. That's gone. Oh, my word! Ed Holdaway. He must have grown to about 10 foot tall. He nearly caught that one-handed, and somehow prevented it going for 6. But he was really ruining the fact that he didn't catch that. It looked like it was going to clear him by about 10 yards. That was an amazing effort. And that's clipped past. Nothing Ed Holdaway could do about that. Now, Josh Hall's happy now because it's raining heavily. So the prophet of doom is feeling vindicated. So how long is this rain going to last then, Josh? Doesn't know that. He's finding it out. Fisher again. It is quite heavy. I mean, all things are relative, and on Saturday we played in constant drizzle, and every now and then it would get this heavy, and then it eased off. But the fear is that this might be it for the evening. I don't know. Oh, that's a lovely shot into the and that's into the car park. That's a bit close to where I parked, but I think I'm all right. 6. Heavy rain for the next 10 minutes, and then what? Light rain for the next hour. Right. 184 for 4 off 19. Someone's going to have to dust off a rule book and see how many overs we need to make this a game. Lose the good ones. It's the 19th over. They've taken some tap. The last over then in the rain, Connor Jones. Squeezed off the outside edge down to Ed Holdaway, who's taken an amazing catch and nearly complemented it by taking an even more amazing catch in the last over. Still amazed how he managed to get out of that. It looked like it was going to clear him comfortably and go into the field. It's a dot ball. So as we approach the interval in the rain, Barrow Gurney won the toss here, put Backwell, Flax, Bourton into bat. Sam Flowers made a very impressive and hard-hitting 47. That's gone for 4. Nice shot there for Sean Todd. Tom Phillips, 64, was then the backbone of the innings. Sam Williams, 27 not out at the moment, and usefully supported by this cameo innings from Sean Todd. Bowling wise, Ed Holdaway bowled well early on, 1 for 21 off his 4 overs. And Connor Jones, 3 for 41. No, 3 for 36. But otherwise, it's been quite carnage for the bowlers. Not helped by being a fielder short. Oh, I'll see him on the pad. They're going to go for the quick single. And that's the end of the innings. So 191 for 4. And with the rain falling here at Hobbs Lane, that looks to me to be probably a target that's too far for a weakened Barrow team here today. But we'll have to wait and see. Firstly, whether or not they get out to play in the second innings. Secondly, for how long. And thirdly, whether they can get anywhere near that total. So we're going to have a slight break here at Hobbs Lane in the rain. You're watching Barrow Gurney television.
The boards are boundary, aren't they? So he stopped it. Well, didn't stop it, but it went down. Hill.
Thank you.
Well, we're batting now, but he's missed it. He might not even get in. So Barrow's reply now underway. 14 for no wicket in the second over. This is Graham Hill bowling. I think he's got a part of the track at Silverstone named after him, Graham Hill. This is Johnny Sykes at the striker's end. He's opening with Sam Mitchell. Johnny Sykes returning from injury. Oh, nicely played out into the outfield. They're going to come back for two. Didn't quite time it. So wide. Mark Fisher's giving his best aeroplane impression. So that rain that came down just as the 20th over fell of the Backwell Flax innings has almost eased off. It's still a bit of drizzle in the air, but nothing too much. And what's the scoring rate, Debbie? So Barrow already need 9.55 and over. So that's quite a rate to score at. Oh, that's a nice shot from Johnny Sykes. The advantage of this form of cricket is it gives him licence to play his shots. Ran away for 4 through the covers. End of the over. Second over, 21 for no wicket. So Alex Williams bowling at the Buckham Village end. He's got a man out at long off and a man at deep point. He's got a short fine leg, short third man. Orthodox cover, extra cover. Mid on, mid wicket and square leg. Oh, that's through Sam Mitchell. Had a rare failure with the bat on Saturday. He's been scoring a lot of runs this season, and in very attractive fashion too. But didn't make too much of a contribution in the first team's defeat at Long Ashton. So I'll be hoping to get a bit of a knock tonight. Barrow Gurney heading off on cricket tour next week. Down to Exmouth. And games against the Dales, against Seaton and Showbrook Park. Oh, that's short, and that's been put away. One bounce into the hedge by Sam Mitchell. Rains is getting a little bit heavier again. That's a wide. Oh yeah, the flock of birds at the Buckham Village end are having a whale of a time. I don't know whether you can see them. Yeah, you can just about see them on camera if you look at the top right of your screen there. And they're flying across the screen now, very obligingly. I'm sure it's something to do with the fact that field has been cut down. Well, An appeal. An appeal from short fine leg, not really from the keeper. And maybe it brushed the thigh. Couldn't hear anything from here. But 26 for no wicket off 3. Got a very energetic run up as Graham Hill. But that's a beautiful shot from Johnny Sykes through extra cover for 4. Oh, that's flicked away down to long leg for 4. Just picked that up using those long levers. Effortless. So, let's give Graham Hill a bit of thinking to do. Oh, that's a lovely shot. That's straight into the field. Six runs. Meanwhile, we've got Molly and Letitia walking across the ground, dressed not in exactly summer gear, more suited to the Arctic, what they're wearing. Big raincoats with hoods. It's that sort of evening here at Holmes Lane. It's not actually cold. Ball's been located. There are actually cows in that field, so let's hope it didn't land in anything it shouldn't have done. Oh, that's a wide. There's no run there. Well, big appeal, but again, I think that was a flick of the pad. Johnny Sykes' hand on hip certainly wasn't overly impressed. And the rain picking up again. So I've just been hearing about the car park problems. The car park's chock full, and it's now got somebody who's had to park blocking everybody's access in and out. 41 for no wicket off 4. And it is getting quite heavy and unpleasant and quite dark. The screen, picture on your screen is certainly appears a bit brighter than it really is here. Quality of the camera makes it look reasonably bright, but it isn't, I can assure you. It's Alex Williams again, by the look of it. Yes, same chap. Directing traffic. Just trying to make sure he's got his deep cover in exactly the place he wants, right in front of the correct coloured car, the car park. And now what's going on? He's, well, I was going to say he's run in, but he didn't really run in. He walked in and has walked back. Sam Mitchell did a bit of gardening. Connor Jones did the dead ball signal. Well, he's ready now, so he's going to bowl now. It's going to be 1 to Mitchell. Oh, it's a whip through the leg side. But only a single. There's a man out at deep backward square. One more to Sykes. Moves on to 22. That's run away for 4 to the deep backward point boundary. It is getting dark out there now. It's getting very gloomy and unpleasant. We're only 4 overs in. We need to get another 16 overs. This game isn't going to finish by 9 o'clock. All this takes time looking for balls here at Hobbs Lane. Somebody's sending us a message. Oh, didn't get any of that. Maybe not as short as he thought it was. That's a nice shot from Sam Mitchell. Another 4, a bit further backward a point there. Yeah, it was heading straight for my car, was it? Well, it wasn't going at not that much heavy pace. 51 for no wicket. That's 5 overs gone. Now a new bowler's coming on. Bowler's name, please. The other Williams, thank you. Sam Williams. Is it Sam Williams? Or is there more than... How many Williamses are there in this team? It is Sam Williams. Yeah. And that's one bounce to the man at deep backward point. If he'd hit that any better, he would have picked him out unerringly. But just a single there. Single there to Mitchell. So far so good for Barrow. They're up with the rate. These two are batting well, but we need it to continue. Well, that's a good shot from Johnny Sykes. It's only going to be 1 down to deep mid wicket. Well, that's in the air. Sam Flowers, I think. Yes. That's gone. Good catch. Good low catch. Sam Mitchell gone for 19. Oh, yes. Bob the Builder. Can he fix it? Well, let's hope he can. Guy Mitchell, he was a singer. Guy Fisher coming in with his famous luminous helmet, which at least is going to make him easy to see in this gloomy weather. I'm very impressed with the Backwell Flax kit, but it is a bit dark in this sort of dark, well, there's only flecks of orange. So, the lights are going out. Josh, put the lights back on. Our scorer needs to be able to see a computer keyboard. So 19 off 18 balls for Sam Mitchell. Wasn't really timing it to his best today. This looks like it's going to be... Is this Sam Flowers? Yes. Sam Flowers is going to bowl a bit of his spin. Johnny Sykes on strike. Came off a thickish edge, no run. There's always somebody eating in this commentary box, usually not me. So Josh is eating a Mars bar. Oh, that's been hit beautifully for 4. Makes a very satisfying noise when it hits that equipment shed, doesn't it? Great crash. Oh, it's bowled him. It's bowled him. Oh, Johnny Sykes. 28. 28 off 21 balls, 4 fours and a 6. And he and Sam Mitchell gave Barrow a good start, but now we've got 2 new batsmen at the crease. Ed Holdaway going to be the new batsman. Guy Fisher hasn't faced a ball yet, so it's going to be a big rebuilding job for these two, and really not much time to do it. So Holdaway off the mark with a single. Oh, might be more than that. But no, just settling for 1. Guy Fisher going to take guard now. He's away with a little single. The required weight has now gone over 10. Oh, Holdaway's got hold of that. 1 bounce for 4 into the net area. That ends a successful Flowers over. .64 for 2 off 7. That's a nice looking shot. Oh, and it's bisected long on and deep mid wicket. Yeah, that's very true. It's just been pointed out that Mark Fisher umpiring, always very enthusiastic to signal a 4 or a 6 when his brother's batting. Well, that was a lovely shot. Classical on drive. All along the floor. That's come off a thick edge, but it was a single. It might be 2. No, just 1. That's nicely played, but it's 1 bounce to the fielder. Just a single. Oh, let's get a quick single there. The bowler was going to take a shot at the stumps. That'll be a leg by, I think. Yep. So 72 for 2. Mark Fisher comes running off from umpiring, thinking he might be needed to bat if there's a sudden collapse. Oh, Phil Taylor's coming on to umpire. This could be amusing. And Cam Hunter's coming on to replace Connor Jones. Cam Hunter in the most unseasonal of shorts. Anyone would think he was in Bermuda and it was 40 degrees. It said he's in Barrow Gurney and it's about 14. And raining. Or drizzling. So he doesn't quite fit in, but at least he brightens up the field of play. That's going to be caught. No! Oh, it went through that long on's hands, and it's 6. Well, it was nicely hit by Ed Holdaway, but it was straight to him, and I thought he had time to set himself and catch that, but well, that's only just. So we're looking for another spare. That's only just gone over the picket fence. Just a single there. 78 for 2. Approaching the halfway stage of the innings. Right, we think the ball's been located, but we're not going to stop play to actually retrieve it. Well, that's gone straight up in the air, and that's gone. Thick outside edge, and that's the end of Guy Fisher. So the skipper, or the acting skipper, with Nick Heel away, is Ben Hodges. He's going to come in and bat at 4. Characteristically coming in without a helmet. Sunflowers to continue. To Hodges. Managed to get that fine for a single. Oh, and he squeezed that past short third man for 4. Not off the middle. It was a bit of a edgy shot, but it'll do for now. 84 for 3. 9 overs gone. And the run rate required is just dips a fraction under 10 now. So Barrow can't afford a quiet over. So there's Josh Hall, my producer, is now ball finder in chief with his white stick. So he managed to find that ball despite having a white stick. Well done. So I'm not sure that was the original, because I think we were already using a spare, but this looks like. So I think this is Matthew May coming on to bowl. It's a different bowler, certainly, because he's got this sort of pirouetting routine at the end of his run. So wide. So the ball finder general is on his way back into the commentary box. His little foray over the far end. Well done, Josh. Successful hunting now. I was very impressed that despite having a white stick, you were able to find that ball. Just a single. What's it like out there, Josh?
Horrible.
Was it? Better off to be in the commentary box. Oh, right, okay. It's pretty dull. And you can see that the lights on the scoreboard are now really looking quite bright, which is a sign how dark it is overhead. Don't think we're ever going to get round to installing floodlights here at Hobbs Lane. Oh, now he's gone big. That's not going to clear everything. I think it is into the field. That's 6. A nice shot from Ed Holdaway. He goes on to 23. Well, that ball is being searched for. They've got a spare out there if they need it. So they found it. It hasn't been eaten by one of the cows at Cow Corner. So it was a nice shot from Ed Holdaway. Feel a lot really depends on these two. These are probably of the remaining players, from the 2 biggest hitters, cleanest strikers of a ball when they get going. Oh, that's a lovely shot. That's a lovely shot. And that's gone for 4. Mark Fitzgibbon seemed to all the world to have dived and got enough on it, but it trickled behind him and went for 4. Oh, that's a nice shot too, but it's straight to the fielder at deep mid-wicket. It's only going to be a single. He timed that and flicked it away one-handed in the end. So we've passed Bon Jovi time. We're over halfway there. And that's Ben Hodges clearing the ropes this time. That's an even bigger six. Now, I'm not sure what field that went into. That might not be the one with the cows. That might be the other one. 100 up for 3 off 9 and a bit. That's a nice shot. Only going to be a single. Sunflowers is round. Did well. $104 for 3 off 10. So even I can work the scoring rate. Currently is 10.4. So we're over halfway there, but it's these two really are the key, I think, to the Barrow Gurney innings. There is batting to come, but these two are the ones with the ability to hit big if needed. Sunflowers continuing. Quicker ball. It's just a single to Hodges. The wicket to hold of him. And everybody's heart in their mouths there as a big LBW appeal. He is bowling round the wicket. It's not going to make it very easy to get one, but Phil Taylor, who's stood a long way back, umpiring there, an awful long way back, gave it not out. Oh, Ben Hodges has got most of that. That's down over the hedge for 6 at down to the Buckham Village end. I think it might have cleared the hedge. So Hodges fairly quickly moved on to 16, 112 for 3, and bearing in mind what happened at Flax Mead in the return fixture, where Backwell Flax got a good score on the board, not as good as this, but a decent score on the board, and it was chased down largely with a partnership between Jason Cryans and Sam Mitchell, who played really, really well that day. So they probably consider themselves unlucky to lose, but here we've got 191 on the board, and currently Barrow are ahead of the rate. So a couple of Barrow players have gone to look for that. We're continuing with a spare. Quicker ball and a caught and bowled. The quicker ball did the trick. Oh, no, it must have been a bump ball. It looked to me as if he'd scooped that straight up from it. It's getting dark. It's very difficult to see what's going on at all. It really is very dark out there. That's a single to Hodges. Well, amazing. I looked all the world like he'd chipped that up. He's looking at his bat, clearly off the toey part of the bat. Well, it wasn't a life because it wasn't a catch, but it somehow feels like one. It was a quicker ball, and he struggled playing it. So Sean Todd is now coming on at the Rod's viewpoint end in the dark. Well, there's a bit of a delay here. Changing the field. New bowler. 9 overs to go. Hard to believe we're going to get these overs in. It really is very dark. I can't believe how bright it's still looking on the screen on your picture at home, but it's, believe you me, it's very dull. And Ben Hodges did very well to get the bat on that and just run away for 4. That was a nice shot. There's another conference between fielder and bowler, but you need to really get on with this now. Wide. Every delay is really helping the bowling side here because it can't be easy to see the ball, even the pink ball. It would be almost impossible to play with a red ball now, I think. So another wide. That's hop chipped into the leg side. Fell short of the men who are on the boundary who were running in, all 3 of them converging on it. Just a single. Beautifully punched through the offside by Ed Holdaway. Only a single though. There's a man at the deep extra cover. Well, we've just had a reminder from the person who runs this midweek league that if the game is rained off in the second innings or can't continue, as long as 5 overs have been completed, it's based on run rate. So if the game were to end now, Barrow would be in the ascendancy. Oh, that's a nice shot. The Sunflowers dived over that. It's gone for 4. $125 for 3, 12 gone. Run rate required is down to 8.3. So as I say, if this game were not to continue to its full total overs at the current state, Barrow would be the winners. But it's going to be a brave home umpire who would call it off for bad light, I think, at this stage. But to be honest, the light is very, very bad. This is still Flowers, 3 overs for 31 so far. He's got 2 wickets in that, but starting to hold away. It's going to run away. No run there. Another quicker ball, which must be difficult to pick in this light. So no run off this over so far. They're going to go for a quick single. Hodges is struggling. And he is struggling. In fact, he didn't make it. Umpire Harding there with his finger up, and he's run out. And so he's rather cross with himself there, but he was slow setting off. If he'd gone straight away, that probably was one there, but he was on his heels, wasn't really expecting Holdaway to call him through. And that's the 4th wicket down for 125. And Kieran Owen is going to be the new batsman. Kieran normally likes to take a few balls to get himself in, which he's not really going to have the luxury of doing in this state of this game. Plus, of course, he's got to contend with the light, or the lack of it. So Flowers to Kieran Owen. No run there. Well, there were no runs off that over, were there? That was a wicket. Well, no, it was a maiden over. There was a wicket in it, but it wasn't a wicket to Flowers, so not a wicket maiden. But well, a maiden at this stage, very, very important for Backwell Flax. And that run rate's now back up to 9.5. So all the good work of the last 2 or 3 overs is coming to naught. Yep, this is still Sean Todd. He's going to bowl the hold away. Who carves it over the infield for a single. It's quite wide. In fact, it was a wide. Owens away. Have to hurry. Oh, nearly got some overthrows there. Just a single though. Everybody's saying, "Where's that gone?" I don't think the man at long on saw it. It's gone for 4 between long off and long on. The man at long on, I think, was nearest, but I don't honestly think he saw it, and he certainly didn't move very quickly, and it went all the way to the fence. So it's not just the batsmen who are struggling with the light here; it's also the fielders. You can barely see the fielder at deep mid wicket. He's sort of merging into the background of the dark tree in his darkish one-day kit. That's another lovely shot from Ed Holdaway, but long off has seen that, and there's only going to be a single. Well, it's 20 to 9 at the end of July. I mean, and it wouldn't necessarily be bright at the best of times, but it's particularly dull today. Kirino's going to be caught. Oh, he is. Yes, he's caught at mid-off. Mark Fisher's next man in, looking quite keen to get out there and get on with it. But this game has a feeling of you only got one. Yeah, I know Debbie's just undoing that, but I don't quite know how we got you the wrong way round. Yeah. Well, poor Mark Fisher there was sacrificed really to try and improve the run rate. I've just been outside for a couple of moments to have a look, and it really is so very, very dark. So Connor Jones on strike. So 139 for 6 after that little mini collapse. Holdaway's on 41, 15 overs gone. So 10.6 needed per over for the last 5. No runs there. Umpires are in an impossible position here because obviously they're home umpires, the Barrow umpires. And to call it off for light would have been difficult at any time. The light is completely unplayable now, in my opinion, and has been for a while, but obviously at one point Barrow were ahead of the run rate, now they're behind the run rate. So the field can change for Connor Jones because the batsman changed ends, so they're allowed to move. Oh, that's a nice shot, Connor. Can't see the ball at all. I can see that I can see a fielder's knocked down a boundary board, but I can't see the ball for the life of me from here. It's completely lost in the gloom. 4 runs. .47 needed. That's going to get a single there. 46 needed. .46 needed off 25. 25 balls, that is. Another shot down the ground for a single. 147 for 6. 4 overs to go. So Holdaway will be on strike. I think this is S. Williams, although it's difficult to tell who's who in this weather. But that's a nice shot. Oh, long on. Long on, I don't think saw it, or maybe saw it very late. Managed to dive and stop a boundary. Only one run. I mean, it's pot luck really fielding at the minute. It's almost impossible to see the ball. Connor Jones has hit that way up into the air. It's gone out to long off, who couldn't really get to it, couldn't really see, and it's gone for 4. A very useful 4 for Barrow. That's well bowled. Yorked him. That's bowled him. That's bowled him. Colin Jones goes for 9. And Cam Hunter will be the next man in. He's got a nice pink handle on his bat, which is easy enough to see in the dark, but not much else is. How many balls left in this over? 2 balls left. So we've got 20 balls. 40 needed. New batsman on strike. Very difficult to start in the worst of light. Still got Phil the Power Tailor to come. More of a cry of anguish from the keeper than an appeal, but don't think anything got anything on that. Yeah, it looks really quite clear on the television feed, but it really is very, very dark. Well, he's defended that. That gives at least Holdaway the strike for the next over, which will be the 18th. Well, there's that gone. He's diving catch attempt, but didn't get hold of it. He's got 2. That was incredibly difficult. Long off came steaming in, threw himself forward. Very, very difficult attempt at the catch in good light, but not in this light. It's very difficult. Well, he's hit that beautifully. That's gone a long way. A long way. That's 6 runs for Ed Holdaway. And that's his 50. "30 balls. 32 balls. 30 balls. 30 balls is 50. 3 sixes. So 32 needed. Of 16. off an edge. A loopy edge shot, but it missed short third man and ran all the way for 4. So this is Todd's last over. Oh, and he's caught behind. He's caught behind. That was well caught. Ed Holdaway played really well for 56, most of it in the dark, and he did really well. So this is Barrow's last man, and so only playing with 10 tonight due to a calendar mix-up with one of our players. And this is Phil Taylor. Well, Phil's been complaining his eyesight hasn't been that good recently, so he's not going to enjoy this light much. So Backwell Flax made 191 thanks to Sam Flowers 47. Gave Barrow a sniff of a chance, but that seems to be evaporating now in the dark. It's fading with the light, as they say, as these two relatively inexperienced batters playing in the dark. Who's the bowler? Ah, thank you. Alex Williamson are going to come back with bowl the 19th over. He's been a ball to Cam Hunter. So really the key partnership for Barrow was that between Ed Holdaway and Ben Hodges. Whilst they were at the crease, even with the fading light, things looked possible. But when Ben Hodges was run out for 26, it was difficult. Ed Holdaway did well from one end, but it was difficult for the new batsman coming in to get adjusted to the light. And although some of the fielders have really struggled to see the ball on the boundary and probably let through one or two additional boundaries as a result, Barrow seemingly are just going to fall short here, leaving the division in Stoke Bishop's hands. It's 4 byes there. So Stoke Bishop level with Barrow Gurney before this game. We don't know what's happening at Stoke Bishop. Their fixture was scheduled for this evening, but we don't know whether they've played it or rearranged it. But even if they were to lose that fixture, their run rate was superior to Barrow Gurney, so they are likely to end up as top of the division. I mean, fair play to Stoke Bishop. They're a good team, and they Played a great game here, which was tied against Barrow Gurney. Stoke Bishop were unlucky the other day not to get through to the cup final, Bateman Cup final. They lost in the semi to Carson's. Game I happened to be umpiring. It was a very close game. Oh, Come Hunter's got that away. It was a half stop at cover. Just a single. Keeps the strike for the final over. 169 for 8. .23 needed off the last over. In the dark. So the final over begins, and that's gone up in the air. It's not going to carry. It's going to be a single. Carried a short third man. Oh, and that's that. Phil Taylor. Well, he had nothing else to do but to give it a go. Tried his best, and in the dark. And Barrow fall 21 runs short of their target. How much of that was due to only playing with 10 men in the field? I don't know. It's difficult to tell. Certainly, it hasn't helped playing the last 10 overs or so in really dark conditions. Been very difficult to see, but well played Backwell Flax. They batted very very well in their innings, and it's hard to believe that they hadn't won a game in this division, given what a good team they are. So fair's fair. They've broken their duck, and Barrow look like they're going to finish in second place in the Midweek League. But it's been a good fun competition, and I think everybody's enjoyed it, and it's allowed players to play 2020 cricket in a competitive environment. Give 1 or 2 other players a chance. And as the players shake hands, it just remains for me to thank our scorer Debbie Forge and my producer Josh Hall. We're looking forward to the Saturday games this week, where Barrow first entertain Bedminster Threes here at Hobbs Lanes. That will be live streamed on Barrow Gurney Television, and the Twos are away at French A Fifths. So until we get the chance to speak again, it's bye from me, Mark Forge. Goodbye for now.